Hey, Jim Blackburn here. Welcome to our property and welcome to the boat. This is a two-stroke engine, so there's a few steps involved to get this boat started. But if you follow each step carefully in this video, you should have no problem getting it started, and you should feel at ease with your travels. So, first things first. As soon as you get on the boat, you want to test if the battery's powered on, and you do that by pushing this down up button right here. So that's going to make the motor go down into the water. So as you push it, you can hear, watch. See? We're lowering the motor into the water so it's parallel with the water. See? Stop now. There you go. See, so now you can see that the top of the engine here is parallel with the water. Okay? So the propeller is in the water, it's parallel, and your very next step is you need to squeeze the bulb that's connected to the engine. So see this bulb right here? You got to squeeze this. So we're going to squeeze it until it's hard. So here we go. Squeeze, hold it, and slowly release. Squeeze, hold it, slowly release. Squeeze, hold it, slowly release. It starts to get more difficult. Squeeze it, hold it, slowly release. One more. Squeeze it. See, now I can't squeeze it at all. What's happened is it's sucked the gasoline through this tube from the bottom of the boat, and it's injected the gasoline through the tube and into the motor. And if you don't first do that, you can't start the boat because the gasoline isn't in the motor. So after you do that, oh, and if you forget to put down the engine in the water, then you're not going to be able to squeeze the gasoline through the tube. It's a beginner's mistake that people make all the time. They forget to actually put the engine down. Okay, so we're going to go up to the front. Oh, here we got a cord coming in from the battery charger. Okay, it's being powered over there by the plug, and it's just plugged in here to the open cord. So you can just simply disconnect this, right? Disconnect it, throw it up on the dock, and then close the chair there. All right, so here we are. We got the engine in the water. We filled it with gasoline by squeezing the bulb. And the next part is we need to put a little oil into the two-stroke engine. So here's the key, sitting right there. Okay, there's the key. We're gonna put the key into the ignition. And the way that you give oil to the engine is you actually just take this key and you push it in and you hold it for about 5 seconds like this. Push it in. 1, hold it. 2, 3, 4, 5, release. And now we just wait 5 seconds. You gotta be patient with this. When I was a beginner boater, this was the most difficult part, was being patient with putting the oil in there. We wanna wait 5 seconds because after you push the button in, it's like the oil is slowly seeping in through the tubes and heading over to the engine. And you gotta give it a second to do that before pushing it again. Otherwise you'll flood the motor. So here we go again. We're gonna push in and hold for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift. Okay, now let's wait 5 seconds. 1, 2. While we're waiting, we'll take a look at the neighbor boats. See, we got my neighbor here. He's got a great big, like 60-foot fishing boat. Other neighbor's got the same kind of boat, 60 feet long. This guy's got like, I don't know, 65, 70. But this guy's got a yacht over there. These are very expensive boats. So I can't stress to you enough how important it is that we go slowly and we stay in the middle of the canal, far away from their boats. And we have another passenger all times with the stick, just in case you start to float close to the boat so that you can kind of push off to prevent the two boats from crashing. Very important. The stick is right here. This is the stick. So you also use this when you're pushing off the dock, as well as when you're coming up to the dock to park. But okay, so back to the oil here. We're gonna try it one more time. Okay, we're gonna push in for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. Now we're gonna give it a start. Ready? When we turn it, we're gonna just hold it for maybe 2 seconds and then we're gonna let go. Ready, go. Oh, not quite. So turn the key off. It wasn't quite ready. Let's wait. Oh, this is another error that a lot of people make. They want to keep starting it over and over, and that will flood the engine too. So we want to wait a couple seconds, let it kind of rest, and then try again. Okay, not yet. Let's wait a second. Let's try it again. No. Let's try it again. Okay, so as you can see, the engine is started. It took 3 tries. It's smoking a little bit, but it will stop. It only smokes for about the first 15 seconds. What it's doing is it's burning oil that was like sitting on top of the gas, and then it creates that smoke. So once it's finished burning that kind of residue oil, the smoke goes away. Look. Okay, so I want to go back to that key there. I want you to notice that the first 2 times when I turned it, it didn't start. But the third time, I was pushing the key actually all the way in, like how we were giving it oil before. And I actually turned it with the key pushed in. And that seemed to make it start best when I actually was turning it with the key pushed in. So yeah, there you have it. So the boat started. And now we just got to untie it as the next step. So you got these 3 ties over here, right? That's how you put it in there. You take it off like that. So remember, when you're putting it in, this is how you put it in. You feed it through the bottom, squeeze it together and feed it through the bottom. And then you loop it over and put it like that. So to take it off, you just like that, okay? And you do that in 3 places. Okay, you got one in the middle, and you got one in the back. Okay? And then remember that stick we talked about? See the stick right here? You got to push off with the stick. Okay? You get one guy to come to the front of the boat, right there, and you're going to put the stick right here, and you're just going to give it one big push. Notice we haven't touched the gear yet. We haven't started moving with the motor. We're only just gonna push off like this. We're gonna go, one big push. And then the boat will start to kind of drift out into the middle of the water. And you wait until the boat is right in the middle from drifting, until the front is pointing directly in this direction. And that's when you then gently move the gear forward. Right here, you're just gonna hold this button in right here. You gotta push this in with your left hand. You push that in with your left hand. And when that's pushed in with your left hand, you're gonna use your right and you're gonna move this forward just a little bit. And that's how you start the boat. So I hope you guys are gonna enjoy the ride. And maybe I'll make another video to talk about some other features or other lessons when riding the boat. Thank you for being a visitor, and I hope you have a great time. Cheers.